Hello and welcome to Numerous to Go, bringing you the picks of the day for Wednesday, July 10th. It is 9:40 in the morning here in Portugal, which makes it 1 a.m., 1:40 a.m. in California and 4:40 a.m. on the East Coast. Let's start as always by reviewing picks from yesterday. So yesterday we had two unders and we had a split decision. The Dodgers Phillies was 10-1. So the huge Phillies outburst broke our under. So we took a loss there. Blue Jays Giants was 4-3. So we just snuck in under 7.5. And we got a win there. So total, we are up a tiny fraction of a unit, up 0.05 units for the day. Brings us to 6.39 units for the season that we are up, which breaks down as being up 10.2 units on the totals model and down 3.8 on the money line. Spreads model again, we haven't had bets for a few days here. It remains up 4.75 units for the season. Let's move on to the picks for today, starting with the money lines. So here's the list of games for today. We got two double headers, so a total of 17 games. And here are the probabilities on all those games. And after our filters, it's telling us to look at three home teams, one away team. The first game we're going to look at is the Guardians visiting the Tigers. Model likes the Tigers if you can get a price of 146. Now we're showing 130, so this might be a reach. Let's take a look. So we got Detroit here. We got to click over to money lines and wait for it to refresh. There we go. And Detroit, the best we're seeing is 138. The model wants 146. So it does not look like we're going to find a bet on this game. Let's move on. Next is the Yankees at the Tampa Bay Rays. The model likes the Rays if you can get minus 101. And we're close, minus 105, but not quite getting to the minus 101 that the model wants. So again, no bet here. Next up is the A's visiting the Red Sox. The model likes the Red Sox if you can get minus 169. And again, not quite minus 169. Get as good as 176 over here at Heritage, but not getting minus 169. And so finally, the Nationals at the Mets. Model likes the Nationals. Again, model picking against Luis Severino. Says to bet the Nationals if you can get 185. And showing 160, so this might be a reach. Let's take a look. Washington at the Mets is over here. Yeah, the highest we're seeing is 168 for the Nationals, and it's asking for 185. So we're not gonna find a bet here either. So it doesn't look like we're gonna find any bets in the money lines. Now, of course, keep in mind these are the overnight spreads that I'm looking at because it's overnight U.S. time. So the numbers tend to be a little bit looser. They usually tighten them up in the morning as they get a little bit more information. So that might be why it's been hard to find bets on the money lines. But let's move on to the totals. So here's the full set of totals for the day. Again, busy day, 17 games, two doubleheaders. Model is telling us to look at 7 potential unders. First is the Cards hosting the Royals. This is the game with these two pitchers with Gray and Waka. And it says that under 8.5, we want to bet if we can get 113 or minus 113 or better at 8.5. So let's take a look. So actually we don't. I think we might not have lines on this game because actually the pitcher here is still shown as being undecided. So I don't think we can find a bet on that game just because we don't have the odds for it yet. Next up, Tigers Guardians. Point is 7.5. And they're saying bet the under if you can get 103. And it seems to be showing 105. Let's take a look. Tigers Guardians. Tigers Guardians. Yeah, and in fact, we've got, let's see. So we've got a couple options. We have 7.5. If we want to do the 7.5 point, we get it 105. If we want to do 8 under, we could get it at minus 113 here. So let me pause, do a quick recalculation. Okay, so it looks like the model has a slight preference for taking the 8 under at minus 113. So you get an edge of 8.2% versus like 7.9%. So slightly bigger edge on the 8 minus 113. So we're going to go ahead and choose that one. So that is the Tigers Guardians under 8 minus 113 here at Heritage. Under 8. Okay. Next up, the Padres Mariners game. Point is 7.5. They're saying to bet it if you get plus 104, but it's showing minus 105. Let's take a look. Padres Mariners, that's over here. Yeah, minus 105. See minus 103 here at Heritage, but that's the best we're gonna. Oh, there's even money at Superbook. But Miles is asking for plus 103, so we're not gonna find a bet there, or plus 104 actually. Next up, Phillies Dodgers. Again, Miles says take the under if you can get minus 107, and it's showing plus 105. So let's take a look. Phillies Dodgers up here. Yep, and again, we could get 105 at 9 or minus 120 at 9.5. So let's take a look. All right, and in this case, the model seems to prefer taking the 105 at 8.5 to the, or at 9 to the 105, 9 plus 105 rather than 9.5 minus 123. So we will do that. We will take the under 9 plus 105. Oh, actually, we had 120. Hold on one sec. Minus 120. Let's see there. Yeah, no, but it still prefers the plus 105, so we'll do that. So that is Phillies Dodgers here, under 9 plus 105. Okay, next to the Mets Nationals. Under 9 wants 104. Let's see if we can find it. Mets Nationals. Under 9 plus 104. No, we got 103, but not 104. And yeah, so no bet there. Go very close. Red Sox A's says to bet it at minus 121, and it's showing even money, so it looks like we'll find something there. Red Sox A's. And again, just double check, 9.5. And sure enough, 9.5 even money at several different places. That seems to be the best we can get. So Red Sox A's. Red Sox Athletics. Under 9.5 plus 100. And then finally, the Angels Rangers, under 9. And it's saying bet at minus 110, and it looks like we find exactly minus 110. So let's see, under 9 minus 110. Here we go. And in fact, we can get as good as minus 108 at Heritage. So we'll do that. Minus 108. Angels, Rangers. Minus 108, and that was under 9. So a lot of totals bets today. Got 4. And finally to the spreads. Here's the full list of spreads and the probabilities. I'll scroll down so you can see the last ones. And it's telling us to look at 2 home teams, 1 away team. First home team is Royals Cardinals, and this is the one I think we don't have odds for. So let's just click over to spreads. Yeah, so that one we don't have any odds for. Next, the Yankees Rays, saying take the Rays plus 1.5 if you can get minus 158. And yeah, we're not going to get minus 158. Get minus 168 at Heritage, but that's the best we'll get. And finally, Nationals Mets, taking the Nationals plus 1.5 if you can get minus 108. So Nationals plus 1.5. And we're not getting minus 108. Get minus 123 is the best we'll get. So that's it. So again, no spreads bets and no money lines bets. So we've been kind of stuck on totals for a while. I think it might be because I'm doing this overnight and something about how they find these numbers overnight and how they change them in the morning. But so for today, we got 4 unders. Tigers, Guardians under 8, Phillies, Dodgers under 9, Red Sox, Athletics under 9.5, Angels, Rangers under 9. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.